Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. So I picked this release up early in the week. I didn't want to do a video on it until I've actually sat down and watched it so I can give my proper opinion on the 4K transfer. And I have watched it now and I'll get to that very soon. So yes, for this video we are going to be showing Escape from LA. Now the first thing I'm going to say with this video, there is no way that this thing is worth £35. It is an absolute rip-off. When you consider some of the releases we got from the likes of Arrow or Second Sight, and we paid less money for them as well. And even Titans Occult are £35, the exact same price as this, but yet you get a beautiful steelbook with Titans. So this is a very shabby looking set, it has to be said. Was not impressed with it at all. I think what Paramount done was they appealed to the John Carpenter fan in me, and that's where they got me, because I can tell you now that if they start doing these releases and they start bringing out your standard kind of movies, your 4K movies, there's no way I would ever pay £35 in this. So again, if you are a fan of this movie, you're not like the biggest fan of it, stick to the standard release. There's absolutely no reason to get this because, let's face it, these are going to be around. These are never going to sell out. They're going to always be around, and chances are they will shoot down in price. So yes, we got Escape from LA. So John Carpenter and Kurt Russell reunite again for this I was going to say epic sequel. It's a good sequel. I do enjoy it. I did enjoy it, but it's absolutely nowhere near as good as Escape from New York. I've always said it, if Escape from New York is kind of like has a horror theme to it, this one definitely has a lot more action to it. It's definitely more of an action movie. It is very similar, let's face it, it's nearly the same movie as, again, Kurt Russell is basically blackmailed to go into LA, only for this time it's the president's daughter has actually stolen this black box that can bring the end of, not the end of the world, but she can just basically destroy all the electronics on the planet. And yeah, Kurt Russell is sent into LA to receive this black box. And it is a good movie. It has a great cast, and I have to admit, you know, you got Kurt Russell, of course, as Snake Plissken, his back to his badass self. You got Steve Buscemi, who plays Maps of the Star Eddie. He's a real backstabbing rat in this movie. You got Stacy Keach. He's basically taken over the kind of the Lee Van Cleef role in this movie. You got Peter Fonda that plays a surfer dude. Bruce Campbell, who plays a weird plastic surgeon. And you've also got Pam Grier, who plays a man. Only in John Carpenter's head would he come up with characters like this. And I do, like I said, I do love the movie, and I'm so happy to finally get this film on 4K. I've said this to a few people now, this film actually had John Carpenter, it was the biggest budget to a John Carpenter movie, and somehow it looks like one of the cheapest movies he's ever made. Some of the CGI in this is absolutely ridiculous. It was always poor, even the day when it came out. It always looked poor, it never looked good. So, and suffice to say, it doesn't look any better now in 4K, I have to say. So, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us around this edition and show you everything you get with it, and then I'll come back and I'll share my thoughts on the transfer itself. So, let's do it. Right, so here we go. So, again, this is the original artwork as well, which I do love. But it's in a very flimsy looking box. Again, they could have done so much better, give us a nice solid hard box, but unfortunately they did not go that route, which is a bit of a shame, if I'm being totally honest. And again, it just makes it harder for that £35 price tag. Really missed an opportunity there. But yes, like again, the artwork looks absolutely amazing, and I was always a fan of the main cover of it. So that is your spine of it, and as you can see, the thickness of it, it is not much thicker than your standard, your standard 4K release. Which is a bit of a surprise when you're getting so much, when you're getting posters and postcards in it. And that's your back as well. And I'll just bring you up closely there and show you a couple of the tech specs. I do know that there is Dolby Vision on this release, no Dolby Atmos, which is a bit of a shame. Right, so that is the back of it. And then I will open it up, and we'll have a good look at this. Decent look at the inside of this case. So as you can see, that's it opened. I'll take the disc out. So that is your Blu-ray disc, and again, typical of Paramount, very, very boring looking discs. And then this is your 4K disc, if I can get it around there. So yeah, that is your 4K disc, and then that's the artwork inside the case, which is quite brilliant. So yeah, I don't mind the kind of the inside of this packaging is actually not bad. I like some of the artwork that they used on the inside of the case, that is. And then I'll just take it around to the other side, and that's all the artwork you get on this. So yeah, that is the discs themselves. So I will show some of the postcards and the other little trinkets you get with it. So we'll start with the postcards first. If I can open them, that is. There we go. So right, that's the villain of the movie. I cannot remember the character's name. Just a couple of action set pieces in this movie, and then you've got the legend that is John Carpenter. And then of course you got a Snake Plissken one. So yeah, you got, what is it, 5 postcards, and they're a bit on the small side as well. Then you got 2 stickers. So you got Plutoxin 7. That is the kind of the virus that he gets put into him at the start of the movie. That's why he goes into Escape from LA. So yeah, sticker. And then you've got United States Police Force as well. Again, it's a sticker. Yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. It's a sticker. And then the last thing you get is a poster. And I'll just quickly open this up so we can get a look at it. So as you can see, you get the artwork that we all know and love. Sorry if I can get this in frame. It's the best I can do, sorry folks. And then I'll take us around to the other side. And I think that is the cover that we might have got on the Blu-ray itself. So yeah, just a quick look at the poster there. So yeah, that's everything you get in it, unfortunately. I've just seen so many better releases out there for far cheaper money. But yeah, look, it is what it is. And again, I think I got it more for the 4K release of it, so what can you do? Right folks, so there you have it. That is everything in this release, and like I said, £35 is just way too much. If you're okay to wait till it drops down, and trust me, it will drop down. This set is going nowhere. Right, now on for the transfer itself. I very rarely get to say this when it comes to a 4K release, but this film is a night and day difference over the previous Blu-ray that we had. This film looks extraordinary in 4K. It has no business to look this good. All across the board, everything looks absolutely perfect. The first thing I noticed with this is the grain structure is just incredibly stable now, very, very consistent compared to the Blu-ray where it was all like blocky looking. It just didn't look right whatsoever. So yes, the grain structure looks amazing, and the grain is very light, so you grain haters out there, you're going to love how this film looks. Very light, and it won't distract you too much. The black levels are unbelievably black. They're so incredibly inky. Again, go back to the previous Blu-ray where the black levels looked very greyed out. This one really fixes it. Unbelievable, the black levels, and including the shadow detail as well looks absolutely spot on. The colours on this is on another level. It really, really is. The film is incredibly vibrant now. Even though it's as dark as it is, the Dolby Vision in this really does hold it all together. And when you see the contrast between the brights and the darks in the scene, it just looks absolutely amazing. Well done, Paramount. You've done something absolutely incredible with this release. The fine detail, the resolution can be there to be seen. It is there, is clear as day. The facial textures, the clothing textures, everything, all the kind of the rundown buildings, that kind of textures on them look absolutely extraordinary. The resolution is there, and you cannot be missed. Like I said, across the board, the picture quality is just vastly superior to that previous Blu-ray. It's got a DTS 5.1 audio on this as well. Now, people have complained about the audio, there's audio issues in it. Now, I didn't actually look into it, what the issue were, but I have to admit, when I watched it now, I had no problems with the audio at all with it. It sounds absolutely perfect. Look, it would have been great to get Dolby Atmos, particularly that one scene at the end of it where Snake and Pam Grier attacked the... just the last attack scene at the end of it. Them flying in. The overhead channels would have been beautiful on that. But having said that, my soundbar gave me a good sense of them overheads anyway. But I really would have liked to have heard an Atmos soundtrack, particularly on that scene there. The music is unbelievably, it's very present is the best word I could say for this 5.1 audio. The music sounds absolutely amazing. Just check out the opening sequence with the earthquake as well. It is absolutely bombastic. It will shake the room out of it. And it's really surprising for a film like this. There is a great sense of atmosphere as well with this movie. Your back speakers do get a good workout as well. So all in all, folks, it is an absolute spectacular disc. It really is something truly incredible. And again, it's very hard to complain about the price when you do get something this good when it comes to picture quality. But having said that, I still go back to what I said. It definitely is not worth the 35 quid. Again, just hold out and see if you can, or just buy the standard release. Don't pay an extra £15 for a couple of stickers and a poster. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give us the thumbs up. And if you could do, please leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this movie. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. So take care, folks out there. Stay safe. Bye bye.